Mushroom. We've got 3 dishes that are made from a simple base mushroom recipe that we'll then take to 3 different directions. One is a non-cream mushroom soup. Another is a crostini, a little bit of shaved hard cheese, and then also a great mushroom pasta. So we're going to talk about that. We have 3 mushrooms involved in the dishes today. The base is made with the common button mushroom, and the way that it's slowly cooked and caramelized brings out all the flavor. We'll show you how to take the most inexpensive mushroom and make it into a great sauce. Then we're going to use one of the kissing cousins of the button mushroom is this crimini mushroom, or baby bella. And we're going to saute that up and use it as an accent mushroom on top of the soup. And then lastly, we're going to use a portobello cap, which is just a fully matured crimini or baby bella mushroom, all in the same family again. And it will be sauteed and then thinly sliced and placed on top of the pasta dish. So we're going to start with a mushroom base with button mushrooms. We're going to go to a mushroom crostini with a little bit of truffle oil. We're going to do a soup with a little bit of crimini, and we're also going to do a pasta with portobello mushrooms. Aromatics first. Take a shallot, we'll peel it, cut it in half. We want to thinly slice it.
What do you want it for this?
Well, let's see.
You want to cut this direction. Shallot's cross between, it's in the onion family, but it has some of the elements of garlic in it, so it makes a wonderful, mild aromatic to go in this dish. And we'll cut cross, and we'll get this nice fine mince. So in addition to shallot in this dish, there's also garlic. We peeled the garlic. Because of the amount of flavor we want in this, the recipe calls for sliced garlic, not crushed, not minced, not smashed, not paste, sliced. So we'll take fairly thin slices. And those are the aromatics that will go into the dish. The fresh herb we're pairing with this dish is sage. Classic pairing with mushrooms. It's got a great flavor that really accentuates the earthiness of the mushroom. So we got fresh sage leaves that we're going to mince. You'll find these herbs sprinkled throughout this trio of recipes. We have a sage cream we're going to make. We have a fried sage leaf that's a garnish on the crostini. So the idea being that it's a great pairing with mushrooms, not get too complicated with the fresh herbs. Just do one that really accentuates the flavor of the mushrooms. Next, we're going to use our button mushrooms. And again, we're maximizing the amount of flavor out of the most inexpensive mushroom there is. And we want to thinly slice these so when they cook down in the mushroom base, you can use them in either the crostini, pasta, or soup. When I'm cutting mushrooms, I like to get them so they don't roll around the cutting board. I cut them in half. And then cut each half in thin slices. Always helpful to have a really sharp knife when you cut vegetables. You're not worried about cutting your fingers in. Or if you do, you just cut the finger off. It's easy. As we begin to prepare our mushroom base today, we're going to start with a nice warm pan, get it nice and hot. The heat on, there's nothing in it. We're going to then melt our butter. We've got 4 tablespoons of butter. You want it to melt thoroughly, start to bubble a little bit. I'm not really trying to get it brown, you don't want any color in it, so just slightly. We're going to add our aromatics. We got shallots, sliced garlic. And you want to cook those long enough, we start to release some of its flavors. And you want to add your button mushrooms, thinly sliced. About 1.5 pounds in this recipe. This is a recipe that takes advantage of probably the most inexpensive mushroom. We're going to see if we, by cooking it nice and slow, you'll caramelize that mushroom and you'll maximize the amount of flavor that it has to offer. Mushrooms, when they cook slowly, actually release all their liquid. What we're after is releasing all that liquid and then reabsorbing it back up. So that's how long we want to cook them. Turn the heat down a little bit. Let these cook for about 15-20 minutes. These have been in about 10 minutes, and you can see they're starting to release some of their liquid. And then what we're looking for is that liquid to get completely released into the pan and reabsorbed by the mushroom. We're then going to deglaze it with some white wine. So let's let these go another 10 minutes. You can see now the mushrooms have released all their moisture and reabsorbed it all. It's almost dry and tacky in the pan. We're going to deglaze that pan and get up all those little bits of flavor that are fond on the bottom of the pan with a little white wine. This is a way of incorporating all that little flavor that's stuck to the bottom of the pan. But we want the mushrooms to absorb all that. So we deglaze and we allow it to cook a little bit longer until all that wine is absorbed into the mushrooms. Now we're going to add a little cream to this, thicken it up a little bit, about 3/4 of a cup. Then we're going to reduce that again by about 75% so that what you end up with is mostly concentrated mushroom flavor. It's bubbling in the pan there. So we finish the mushroom base by taking this off the heat and folding in the minced sage that we had earlier. This is our last kind of flavor component. You don't want to put it in until the very end because you want to maximize that fresh flavor that the herb's going to add. Now the only thing left to do is taste it and adjust for seasoning. I think it needs a touch more salt. The first dish we're going to take the base and head towards is the crostini. It's the least modification to the base. So if you have a quick recipe and you have the base ready, you can quickly go to an hors d'oeuvre. We'll take a little spoonful base mushroom dish. We'll put it right on the crostini. And to make the crostini, of course you can always buy it, but it's never going to be as good. Take a baguette, and thinly slice it, you toss it with a little olive oil, a little garlic, you put it in your oven up on a cooling rack, so it kind of toasts both sides until crunchy. What you're after is a little crunchy, slightly garlic essence, a little bit of salt on there. You top it with this crostini mixture. And we're going to kick it up just a little bit with mushroom flavor. We're going to intensify just a little bit by adding a drop of truffle oil. Take one drop, literally one drop of truffle oil is all you need. And then we'll finish with a little bit of our grated cheese, just as a finish. And this is an aged parm, so it'll have a little nutty flavor that we'll finish on top of these mushrooms. You want to serve this with the base warm, or you can also do it at room temperature. It's not going to be as good cold. There you have quick truffled mushroom crostini.